Hello, welcome back to the Light Feeders podcast. It's always my honor and pleasure to have you listen to us. I want to thank everyone who has been part of this movement, who has been engaging with us on several platforms. We appreciate you. We recognize all your efforts, your comments, sharing this platform. We appreciate you and we are grateful to have you as part of this movement. We acknowledge all your comments and feedbacks, and we will continue to work to get better on some of those points that you have noted. Thank you. So today we are having another episode, another moment, feeding on light, sharing light, spreading hope. And it is my sincere prayers that as you listen, that your light will ignite. As you listen to this podcast, it is my sincere prayers and hope that you make a move to let your light shine. Today we are discussing something very fundamental, kind of a follow-up from the first episode, but this is very integral to the overall objective of letting our light shine. Today, what we'll be discussing is related to understanding what our light is. The topic is the light within us, or the light we carry, the impact of that light, the essence of that light, and how that light should or could affect us in our everyday living. The first point of discussion for me will be to just understand what this light is. What is the light that we carry? My belief and my conviction is that the light we carry is the light of God in us. I am persuaded, and that is what I believe in, that when God breathed life into us in creation, He also breathed light into us. This light being that unique wisdom, unique knowledge, unique gifting or talent that is deposited in us from creation. The Word of God speaking in John 1:4-5 says, "In Him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." If you read further, John the Baptist was saying something about Jesus being the light. And for me, that is my understanding of the light that I carry. The light of God in me, the wisdom of God in me, the power of God in me, the graces, the abundant manifestation of God and expression of God in me. I believe that I am the representation of God on earth, and that is why He commands me in Isaiah 60:1 to shine, because that light has been deposited in me. And Isaiah 60:3, somewhere 3 or 4, it says that my light is to shine enough that kingdoms and kings and nations should rise to the brightness of my rising. So I hope that gives meaning to the light that we carry. To sum it up, the light that we carry is the representation of the light of God, or the manifestation, the expression of the light of God in us, be it wisdom, be it knowledge, be it gifts, be it talents, any way God expresses Himself through you, or any way you have allowed yourself for God to express Himself through you. That is the deposit of the light that you carry. Having understood that, another point I want us to discuss is how the light we carry should manifest. Like I had mentioned, the essence of that light is for nations and kings to come to the brightness of your rising, of my rising. There are some questions that we need to ask, like, am I allowing my light to shine? Nations and kingdoms and people, or maybe just one person, been affected by the light that I carry? The essence of God that I carry, has it affected the people in my community? Has it even affected a life? And so we want to charge us today to make our light shine. And there are some practical instances where we can let our light shine. I have identified 3 of them from my preparation for this episode. There are ways we can let our light shine. And one is through our presence. Like I have mentioned, the light we carry is the presence of God. And if we carry the presence of God, if we step into a place, that light should shine. If we step into any room, any gathering, we are supposed to manifest the presence of God through the light that we carry. And it's very obvious in some instances where someone just walks into a place and there's just that change in that environment because of the personality, because of their presence. That represents the presence of God. It's obvious that Ecclesiastes 8:1 says, "A person's wisdom brightens their face and changes its hard appearance." From the wisdom people speak, from the kind of perspective they share, and the kind of presence they bring to a place, it brings some kind of illumination, and that is the light of God within them. Another way we express the light that we carry is through our words. The Bible said life and darkness is in the power of the tongue. And if you interpret it another way, it means light and darkness. Sorry, life and death is in the power of the tongue. So that would, in other ways, means light and darkness. So we have the capacity to speak light. We can also speak some very damning words, some words of darkness. So we can speak light through our words. Our words could actually make a difference in people's lives. I have a very practical example. Yesterday, I stepped into Walmart briefly to pick up some fruits, and an older lady just looked at me and she complimented my haircut, and I was happy. I was like, thank you. And it's kind of ignited some kind of excitement within me. And that is the power of word. We speak light. We share our light through our words. First, we had mentioned through our presence. Secondly, through our words of kindness, through speaking graces upon people around us. We always have the choice of whether to speak life, whether to speak light, or whether to speak darkness. But I urge us to, as we try to make our light shine, to speak word of life, word of light in our interactions, in any environment that we are. In doing that, we'll be letting our light shine through our words. Another way we let our light shine is through our actions. And I think that's a combination of both the presence and the words. Ephesians 5:8 says, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light." Light is an action word. You need to act it out in everything you do. Through your words, you can choose kindness instead of anger. You stand up for truth when there is bias. You can stand up to speak light, in speaking light, in acting light, in showing love, in showing care. Those very practical things, those actions, those are the ways we let our light shine. So it is my honor to remind you in this episode that you carry light, and secondly, that you are light, and thirdly, that the world needs the light that is in you. That unique vision, that unique idea, that unique wisdom that is being deposited in you. It's for a reason. It's for shining. The world is in need of it. And I urge us all to let our light shine through our presence, through our words, through our actions. This has been the Light Feeders podcast. If today's episode spoke to you, if it has ignited a form of light in you, share this message. You are welcome to also leave a comment for us. You can also reach us through our email. It's the lightfeederspodcast@gmail.com. You are welcome to share your light with us. We have a Facebook page, Light Feeders, and it's also for the promulgation of the overall objective of this movement to spread hope, to spread light. So engage with us. We are now live on Spotify with the Light Feeders podcast, and you can listen to us. We'll have audio messages, audio recordings posted on those platforms. It's been my pleasure of another moment sharing this light with you, and I believe that as we take practical steps to let our light shine through our words, through our actions, through our positive presence, we'll make our world a better place. Until then, please let your light shine and feed the light within. Thank you.